All right, everyone, are we ready? Just want to bring to your attention, in attendance, Your Worship, Mayor Malcolm Brody. Thank you for all your support. All right. Olympic 2008 champion, Matteo Tagliore. Versus 2010 world champion from Estonia, Nikolai Novoselov. These two fencers will be fighting for the gold medal of the Vancouver 2013 Men's Heavyweight Grand Prix. Good luck.
Bags is real or it's been supplied by the local competition?
Yes, these bags that are being wheeled out right now have been, generously supplied by Absolute Fencing, one of the sponsors of this event.
Oh, that's great.
It is great. Yeah, nice to see.
Because obviously athletes did not bring all their equipment in a small bag like this.
No.
It's only the weapon you take to the strip and fill the core, that's it. Is now you take to the strip 2 weapons or 3 weapons? 1 in your hand and 2 reserve?
But you're allowed to have the role is your weapon plus a spare.
1 spare. Yeah. I think most of the people have 3. I used to have 7, but I don't take them to the strip with me. Yeah.
You don't need to fix your weapon.
Yeah.
If you cannot hear the announcer very well, the final we could try to make one of the champions of the Dynamo Italy. It's the 2010 world champion. The guy never got referees.
The referee is actually Canadian. So I can see they give the honor for the final match to a Canadian referee. It's very good.
And they're just checking the material to be sure everything is working well. You don't want anything going wrong during the final. You want to make sure the athlete decide the outcome and not some technical difficulties, especially at the end after a beautiful competition.
No, actually, this competition was very impressive. The organization was flawless, and the equipment and the venue worked very well. My understanding, it was very last-minute type of thing.
Well, actually, usually the World Cups are attributed over a year in advance. But this weekend was supposed to be the Swedish Grand Prix. But due to trouble with their funding, the Swedish Federation had to cancel the event. But the BCFA, Dynamo Fencing Club, and the Canadian Federation were quick to show their hand and say, we'd like to do it here in Vancouver. So it would be a good opportunity for Canadian fencing to have an opportunity back home, which we did not have before.
Seemed to me there is equipment problem on the strip, and they have the technician right now attending to it.
We just changed a piece of equipment to make sure everything is working well, and we're ready to resume.
It looked to me, both of them are very dynamic from the beginning, are moving fast.
No, I think there was also technical difficulty because the mask of Peter Novozalov is lighting blue, which is not a good sign. I don't know if it's easy to see, but both fencers have a light on their mask so that the crowd can see more easily who scored the hit.
To identify the touch. But right now, because it's remote connection, they have problem with Nikolai sensor, and it seemed to me the last touch will be cancelled, so the score is still 0-0.
The technician is still working on replacing the faulty equipment. It seems to be working, but we're still going to have a look before counting the touch to make sure there was not a technical difficulty during the action, even if the weapon is working, since we have doubt. But we seem to confirm the touch, so Tagia, please.
They confirm the touch?
Yes. Notice tried to trigger his opponent, but again he's wondering what's going on with the equipment. That's the biggest problem we've had. The only problem that I've seen going on today is the wireless equipment.
Yeah, it is.
Everything else from the organization has worked very well today.
Well, but they have the technician very handy immediately to work on it.
And just switch, since it's the final and there's no more action on the other strip, he was able to switch equipment very quickly.
Yeah.
I do not know, the referee has not given the sign that the touch is good. So I don't know if they're going to cancel it or not. They're waiting to see what's happening with the equipment before they make the decision.
And it looks like they are not going to award that second touch. The Italian's questioning why he doesn't get to have it, but the ref has made his decision. Italian coach is also up asking why the decision was made. But the score will remain 1-0 and they'll keep fencing.
Novogorod seems intent on putting more pressure on Cagliari now. But maybe a little bit too much pressure because Cagliari was ready, stepped in, and was able to get
Score right now is 2-0.
Score is now 3-1. Cagliari is still in the lead. And looking very comfortable with his movement on his foot.
Very nice. Yes.
He made it show like he was looking for the blade, but his goal was only to distract Cagliari to get in with his attack.
It's 3-2 now. Double touch. 4-3.
Sometimes a fencer will almost do a double touch on purpose, just
to accelerate.
The safest way out. You're afraid you're going to get touched.
Yeah.
You just extend and go in, and you know you probably won't get a single hit, but at least you know you're not going to get a hit score against you.
Yeah.
Very close hit by Matteo Tagliari to take 5-3 lead.
It pays off to have your point in line all the time toward the opponent target.
It does, but a lot of fencers will make it very hard for you to do that.
Uh-oh.
Actively.
After halt.
Flash, but the referee says that
After halt. The first supposed no. The remise was after halt.
Novogorod wants the referee to check on the replay, and we're going to check a few seconds to make sure that the touch was good.
What?
For the admins?
It's working. We're good.
So after replay, the referee
Allowed the touch?
awarded the touch, considered that it was the first action. The action was launched before the halt, so it should count. And Matteo Tagliari had not passed him before he started his action, so it's good.
So score is 5-4.
5-4 at the first period is winding down right now.
Both of them don't want to take any chances.
Well, sometimes at the end of a period, you'd rather be safe and just go to the break with the same score than make a big risk.
Yeah. Double touch.
So if you find an opportunity, you could go, which is what Nikolai thought he had, but Tagliari still was ready for the double touch.
Yeah. 6-5. Another double touch.
Tagliari was quite upset with himself. He believed he thought he would be able to get a single on that one. Novozhelov is still moving forward.
After the first period, the score is 7-6 Mateo.
As I thought it would be, it's a very close bout between those two excellent fencers. So we're going on quite a show.
The Italian coach
Alessandro Bossalini.
advising Matteo, was a timing opportunity to take advantage of movement from his opponent.
And good for us, he's Italian, so we gesticulate a lot, so we can try to. You can easily imagine what kind of tips he's giving him.
That's right. Well, Italian, they use a lot of motion in their language anyway, so
Yes.
fencing is it comes handy.
While Nikolai Novozhelov is not accompanied by a coach today, which can happen with a smaller country where they don't have the funding to be a coach. Ready to start this campaign.
Score 7-6 for Matteo.
Both fencers are moving very well. The main difference, I guess you could see, is Matteo is trying to vary the distance a lot more than Novozhelov. Since Matteo uses a lot more timing attacks, while Novozhelov will try more either power attacks or take the blade and control the opponent's blade to make sure.
Matteo tried to take advantage of counter-attacks. Yeah. 8-7.
Matteo's changing weapon. I don't know why, since it worked on the last touch.
Well, all of us know changing weapon, it gives you time to settle down, compose your thoughts.
Also, it can bother the opponent.
That's right. And if the opponent is in a high focusing time, you give a chance that he calm down a little bit. Score is still 8-7 for the Italian.
For those young fencers at home, take notice of how their upper body are moving very level. So those core workout are quite helpful in fencing to make sure you stay very stable, even with all the footwork going on.
And watch the distance. The distance is always a very crucial. You notice the both fencer keep the distance. Unless they decide to attack. Very nice timing.
Another double, the initial attack by Novozhelov missed, which allowed Tagliario to get a touch in, but Nikolai was quick on his move to make sure it was a double and not another single against him. To maintain his deficit to only one.
Very nice. I actually hear the touch from here in his arm. Yeah, very nice. Very nice attack.
Very nice distance to surprise Matteo.
And what's the score now? 9-9.
It's clear that Matteo did not expect Nikolai to go to the hand, which he hasn't really done since the beginning of this bout.
Very nice. Very nice reflexes.
Yes.
Just reflexes.
Very quick.
Very quick. Again, 10-9.
And now it's Matteo's turn to go to the hand. You got a little bit too close.
11-9.
Nikolai got a little bit too close. And
Yeah.
Matteo was able to attack. Particularly about some of Matteo's attack, he's sometimes do it with his arm short, without extending his arm, to try to get his opponent to parry in the air, to make him able to touch after.
You see here is a very, very classical épée. Épée is attack, remise, remise, attack, remise, remise. And that is a very good example of it in front of us right now. Attack and remise. The last touch.
Nikolai tried to surprise his opponent by a duck, but Teguiar was ready to do his counterattack. Now it's going to be harder for the Estonian to come back, especially with this touch. Teguiar was a little bit lucky. Nikolai missed. But that's also part of fencing. When your opponent does a things like that, you need to take advantage of it. And those guys that you see there,
missing in this class of fencing, double touch. In this class of fencing, it is unacceptable.
Yeah, your opponent will make you pay.
It will make you pay immediately.
That's why they are so good. It's because they don't leave opportunities. Very many opportunity, and when they see an opening, they'll take advantage of it most of the time. Now we're getting to the end of the second period, and the score is 14-10 in favor of the Italian Tagliafico. Novoselov will look to regroup and try to find an answer to Matteo's touches.
Going into the final period, it's 14-10.
Vincent, you are right on the money. In spite like we're not seeing the score down from the board there, but you already have the score 14-10. You keep the score in your head. That's good. I'm glad your computer working very well.
I'm glad you can count. It's good.
My parents didn't need to go to school didn't pay for my schooling, so I'll lose you for that. You can see Tagliafico is very comfortable, very confident. Don't expect him to give it an easy touch. Look for him to really work hard to make sure that this is the last touch of the match.
Score is 14-10 for the Italian Matteo.
There seems to be trouble again with something. Because there was no score hit, but the referee called call.
So
it seems to be again with the wireless equipment.
So there is a lot of, because the only active strip is the final strip, so there's a lot of equipment available to be changed.
Yeah, but the fencers are not happy. So much of the equipment will raise the doubt. Like Novoselov is thinking, did I have a few touches of the count?
I'm actually, Vincent, I'm very surprised that they allowed remote scoring, because for many years they completely eliminated because they were afraid that somebody from outside can trigger in the same wave, but obviously been secured now.
Yeah, that's why now it's secured. The technology is good enough that perhaps it's still possible. It would be really hard for somebody to try to interfere.
Yeah, but you don't have to interfere. It's the equipment interfering with itself right now. I mean, I hate to say that, but you know, it is that is very hard in a fencer because you're concentrating, and that breaks concentration.
Totally.
Especially if you are back, you're behind in the score.
Well, even I'm sure for the Italian, it's not easy either. He's focusing, he just wants to win this as soon as possible. But they're not letting him. So it's a problem for both fencers. It's going to bother both of them.
Well, at least the Matteo is at the head and score that is comforting to him.
Yeah, he can still have more calm. Right?
Yeah,
Novogorov is a bit more upset. Like, he's the one who really needs to focus back.
that's right.
To have a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah, because he's only one touch from losing this bout.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's always easier to relax when you have a nice lead. And
that's right. And the lead is very comfortable lead, but in fencing, no lead is a comfortable lead, as we know.
we've seen it's working before. But it seems to be okay now. We'll see how Novogorov believe he'll find a way to come back. It's of course it's going to be really hard, but it's going to be really hard against such a tough opponent. Only needs one more to win. But I've seen Novogorov come back in hard situation like this before in the semi-final or final, so you cannot count him out.
No, you can't count him out.
Hopefully we get underway pretty quickly. Now they're working on the ground of the strip, which makes sure that when the defender touches the strip, the light doesn't go on, to help the referee.
I'm actually also very happy to see the strips right now are different material. They're stainless steel instead copper like used to be.
Yeah, this allowed to get a lot more traction.
And also doesn't ruin the shoes, because
Actually, yes, it does.
the cover was worse. The cover used to be bring a hole to my shoes every time. It doesn't last. Brand new shoes does not last very long.
The new metallic still are pretty hard on the shoes, but the good thing is that you get really good traction. You can do a really good change of direction, which creates a lot better action for,
Yes, right.
for the fencers. Much more exciting fencing.
And also does not wave like the old ones. The old one have to be, they have tremendous extension. The copper strip use tremendous extension, and you have lumps in it, and you have to solder it all the time. And
Not only lumps, but sometimes if the tension was a little bit off, the strip
cuts.
will actually move.
yeah,
So it would be a little bit slippery for the fencers. So also health concerns.
no, technology improved a lot for fencing. Machines become smaller.
And also, we've talked a little bit about that before because we've had some video.
Now, seem to me is working now.
The
Now, the last
video
touch.
referee was a nice improvement. Where now, since the action is so fast,
Yeah.
the referee cannot make the right decision all the time. But with the referee, he gets a second chance to make the right call. And now again, Tagliafico thought he had hit on his flick, but it missed. Novogorov also thought it was a touch, so they're still concerned about the effectiveness of the wireless system.
When you lose confidence in equipment, it's very tough to concentrate.
Yeah, it plays with your head. And they want to make sure that the equipment is working well, and it seems to be, so we'll start again. Very nice action by Novogorov. Baited Tagliafico to go in to do
Yeah.
his parry riposte.
Close distance and then remised. Yeah.
You see, Nikolai is not giving up.
That's 14-11 now.
Yes.
Oh, 15-11.
So we have our champion, Matteo Tagliafico. Took advantage of the fact that his opponent was a bit too close. Got him flat-footed to score the last hit and become the champion. Nice comeback from Tagliariel after taking almost a year off due to injury.
2013 Grand Prix champion, Matteo Tagliariel.
Now, don't leave. We'll have our champion, Matteo Tagliariel, talking to us in a few minutes. But before, I believe we'll have the mayor of Richmond give us his thought on the competition. So just wait a few moments and we'll have our fierce interview.
Started with me.
Medal ceremony will be in 10 minutes.
I could have stopped.
I heard good reviews.
Full time, eh? Not till after you come to the show, though.
Could we get all the parents of the kids who are getting a medal and you'd like to take a picture? Please come to the front right here. Right here where I am.
Obviously you didn't wear the outfit. It's too much white in your dress.
I'll have it basically here. Understand it like this. All you gotta do is just sort of tip it off the wrist, leave it with the handle, push it in and just one more time. Nothing else you can do. Yeah. But I'm not going to write it. So I don't want to be enough for it.
have trouble when she put it. Essa maturidade.
Apparently, my link is on the US Connection website.
Did you see that?
She's like, no.
No! Get away!
All right. Before the top 4 World Cup athletes come out, We had a special event last weekend with 100 kids registered for the Youth Grand Prix at Dynamo. And as a result, we have the medalists of this competition receiving their medals tonight. In the under 10 category in mixed foil, in third place, Christina Zazulia and Daniel Kolpakov.
They can't go this way. You almost pull up the court. Nobody going through there. God. Pull the court out now. It's screwed.
The medals are presented by Victor Gantovich, head coach of the Dynamo Fencing Club and provincial coach. Silver medalist, Lucas Sings. And the gold medalist from Seattle, Wesley Wong. All right, in under 12 mixed foil, bronze medalist Antonio Hood. And tied for third, Finn Mansbridge Farfard from the Sunshine Coast. And in second place, Lucas Sings once again. And our champion, Caleb Mueller. And our final event, under 12 mixed épée, bronze medalist Natasha Kistoff and Alan Milligan. J. And in second place, Sarabim Jarov.
Tell somebody it might be a good idea to close that door for the rink back there. They're going to rip pucks through there.
I don't think there is a door, is there?
Door for the rink, yeah.
And our gold medal winner, Nathan Go. And we have another gold medal list from the under 10 mixed stepping. Unfortunately, his teammates could not show up, but we're going to share the gold medal area for the two of you. Carlos Nicolaitis. York Fiedler to the medal ceremony. All right, let's introduce our finalists and celebrate what we really came for today. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been 6 months of a lot of preparation, and it's just been an absolute pleasure to have this event here. And thank you for all the support. Third place medal will be presented by the President of the Canadian Fencing Federation, Brad Goldie. Tied for third place from Germany, York Fiedler. He's used to just winning. And in third place, tied, Gabor Bochko. And the medal is presented by the designer of the medals, Omer Arbel, co-designer of the Vancouver 2010 Olympic medals. In second place, the medal is presented by our FIE delegate, Karl Borak, former Olympian. In second place, Nikolai Novosolov from Estonia, 2010 World Champion. And the final medal is presented by our Honorable Mayor Malcolm Brody. Our champion, 2008 Olympic champion as well, Matteo Tagliore.
After they do this, and I get down here. Okay. So you can get it, Marcus. Marcus, I'll let you look after this. For now, Bruce has got to get somebody for me. Well, you know Mr. Brody, but Mr. Malcolm. Okay, I'll let him get Malcolm. He just makes sure nobody gets through there. I worry about that kind of stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Italian national anthem.
Blue suit. Blue suit, yeah. I think you might be back. Yeah. I don't want a picture first, then you'll play. Hoping we can get all of those guys on the podium right down here for a shot with the medal. I think John knows that. Hey, John know that? That's what we want. Yeah, if they can turn us and turn around, the medals.
Now you know. that's how it's actually done. I don't turn it inside out. Guys, just one finger, please. All the red maybe. How are you? Oh,
Guys, see you in a bit.
yeah. It was amazing. Yeah, it's beautiful. I got to say, I was there. Yeah, it was really good. The wireless.
Just give it this
It's not garbage.
That's good. I'm coming right down. Very good. I gotta come down.
Thanks so much for this. I'm a Richmond resident.
It's an amazing tune.
All right.
John's done so. It's amazing
Yes, you are. Okay. It's all right here. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. It's all about the same picture.
Alexander, say congratulations.
Bruce, you have to turn the camera. Just the handle.
I'm not Italian, but I'd like to be Italian. Congratulations. Excuse me.
So was everything okay?
Thank you, Your Worship. I appreciate you doing this. I know you're a busy man. You've got a hectic schedule all weekend, but what a great event to come to the Richmond Oval for you. I mean, world-class event. Hosted the Olympics 2010. Hosted an Olympic event such as this. What more can you say about it?
It really is difficult to put it into words. You've got the top level performers in the entire world coming here. You'll never see better competition than this. Not if you go to the Olympics will you see better competition, a lot of the same performers in fact. And also, what's particularly gratifying is the young participants.
Yes.
It's an opportunity for the young people to really get great inspiration from the seniors. I mean, to see it, to participate, it's all so good.
Well, there's no false statement that the legacy you and I leave and all these fencers leave from today, we have to develop that for the future of the world. And they're doing a great job in doing that. I mean, you look at what Igor and Dynamo Fencing Club and the rest of them, we couldn't say enough about the city of Richmond's involvement, the Richmond Oval. Everything is just so positive with the future of the world.
Well, the vision for the long-term use of the Oval is involve this. You've got the high-level performance of sport, but also you have a huge community component for the Oval. And so this brings in all those elements into one weekend of great competition, and we are so pleased that the FIE decided to have its Grand Prix right here in Richmond.
When this was initially built for the 2010 Olympics and Paralympic Games, did you ever see hosting such huge events such as this?
Yes, actually we did. What we did in Richmond, remember that this is a civic facility. This was a city facility. Normally the organizing committee, they go and they build what they need, and then they turn it over to you. This one was different. We worked with the organizing committee. They gave us about $60 million, but there was the whole budget was $178 million. So what we had to do is we took our long-term vision for the Oval, and that would be a center for high performance sport and for the community use as well. So it was a very wide vision. Once we came out with our widest vision, then we said, okay, how do you fit the Olympics into that vision?
True.
So that's why, yes, we always envisioned that we would have the highest level sport performances here. And then we've gone on to help to sponsor it with a sport hosting function, and which is very active, and we're getting all kinds of very compelling sports events right here.
This is exceptional. I mean, it goes without saying. I mean, you look at the people that have come out to support it, world-class fencers, as we've all witnessed. It's just amazing to watch. And of course, I mean, I, for one, I keep getting amazed every time I come out and I watch at all these fencing competitions. Every time I've attended one of them, it just continues to grow, and the growth, success, it only leaves to huge success for the city of Richmond.
Well, it is, and sometimes you have to pinch yourself to say, is this really happening? But in fact, I think that even these Olympic level, these world class competitors that we've had this weekend, and we've witnessed the great sporting events, I think that they come into this building, and it's an inspiring building in itself. I think that they look at it and they go, wow, this is really something, and it just elevates the whole dynamics of what we're doing. So we're very pleased that the FIE has come here, that the Dynamo Club and all the national organization, they're all behind it, and we as a city and the Oval are pleased to be here as well.
I guess one of the ultimate questions that a lot of people keep asking, probably yourself and a lot of everyone else connected with the city of Richmond, what can you to better yourselves in this? This just goes beyond saying.
I don't know that it gets better than this, but I come back to what I said about the vision for it. We developed the long-term vision first, and then the short-term vision for the Olympics, rather than having the Olympics define your stadium, and then you'd try and figure out what to do with it after that. We also wanted a place that was going to be a hub for the community. So many of the stadiums, you go there when there's a sporting event, otherwise there's nobody there. True. Well, you can just see we've got basketball games, we've got the fitness going on, we've got the hockey being played, you've got yoga off in the corner. Pretty soon we're going to have the Olympic experience, which is going to be a first-rate Olympic-related, IOC-rated museum that's going to be here. All that's to draw people in, to draw the community, the region, and the world into this facility. And I think it's really done a service for us in Richmond.
You've done an exceptional job. You, the councillors, everyone connected with the city of Richmond. Your Worship, I couldn't say enough. Every time I'm here, I'm impressed. It just marvels the world.
Well, it's just great to be here. We've just seen the fencing competition. Doesn't get any better than that. We're just looking forward to coming back. And you could say that about so many of the events, everything from karate to wheelchair basketball. It's all great, and we do welcome the people here to Richmond.
Well, I really appreciate your time. Good luck with everything you and the city and council do. Thank you, sir.
Great to be here.
Okay, nice seeing you again. We're going to bring Mr. French in. He's standing right behind me. He's texting messages, and come on in, John. We don't want I don't want you just to walk away and say Steve didn't talk to me, but boy, what a great finish for today's huge successful Grand Prix.
Huge event, very successful, great finish, very exciting, some beautiful medals. It was really good.
I can tell you're happy. You're smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be over now, so I can get a bit of a rest.
Well,
but yeah, we're really pleased with how it's gone.
Now you can. Always tough to supersede and outdo this, but we talked to Mayor Brody about the facility itself. What a great place to have it.
Oh, beautiful. Just look around. Beautiful venue. In a beautiful city in a beautiful part of the world. What more could you ask for?
No kidding. Any speculation, anything down the road that we might get an insight into what you're looking at next?
Well, we're quietly optimistic about getting this event again for next year, and the ambition will be to do it bigger and better.
No kidding.
That's our motto.
You've outdone yourself for this one. This is marvelous. Everybody enjoy themselves. It's been great to be a part of, and look for a long-term relationship with fencing and sportswear.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
All right, good deal. John, thank you very much for all your time, and again,
thank you.
Huge success. I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you very much.
Okay? Thanks, John. We're looking right now. I'm going to bring Monica in right now. Oh, no, Brad, come on over. Got to talk to Brad first. I'd be remiss if I didn't say hi to you, boy.
Hell of a show.
Oh, that's an understatement. Man, oh man, the finish. I mean, you never mind the fencers waiting to get the equipment fixed and all the technical issues there. I mean, it had to play on their nerves.
Oh, it does. That's the problem with epee. It's one touch can be the boat. It could be a 1-0. If you set the fencers on edge, like that was happening there, it's not good. It affects their way they're thinking. I think you could see that in that bout. That the Italian originally started getting a little upset about it. Then it threw the Estonian off. They got it back together again, but it had to have a play in there. Had to have it.
It took a while, and it's just so strange. But the gentleman, I was told, he comes in from Europe. That's the specialist for this.
The Ukraine.
Yeah.
STM has. They're the prime supplier for the wireless technology. So yeah, we had to fly them in. It's an expensive technology to use, but it's mandatory. So.
What a change from going back, say, 40 or 50 years to the way the sport evolved from then.
Yeah, some people would argue that maybe the old technology is still pretty good, but it is. We have to move with the times, and eventually they'll get the bugs out of this, and it'll be a fantastic event.
Yeah, it might take a while, but hopefully we can get this back. Anything down the road from Fencing Canada that we should be aware of?
National championships in Gatineau coming up. And other than that, we've got the Junior World Championships happening in a couple of weeks over in Port Croatia. Right. We've got a fantastic team going over. We've got to pay attention to our results. I think we're going to crack the medal podium this time.
That'd be sweet if we end up doing that. I know you talk about Olympics coming up. This obviously puts everything on the Olympic level stage right there.
Oh, you had Olympic champions. You heard the introduction from Igor. World champions, Olympic champions from the last 2-3 years. Having to come here, this is unbelievable for us and our athletes to see.
It was interesting when Igor was introducing the one fencer and he said 6, and the fencer said no 7.
No, 7, yeah. I mean, in epee, to be a repeat medalist is really, really hard. I mean, 7 times, I can't even imagine being a 7-time champion. It's amazing. Just amazing to have them here.
No kidding. This is absolute, utter amazement what you've done here at the Richmond Oval. Richmond Oval deserves a big plus. Congratulations.
You can't fault this place. This is a beautiful facility. Dave Callahan, Igor, their crowd have put a great show on. The Oval stepped forward and provided us with a great venue here. I think every athlete we've talked to today has said this is probably one of the best places they've been.
If you're going to host something, I mean, what better place could you have it than this? I mean, I know, you've got the Saddle Dome back east, but when you look at it there, this is sweet.
Well, I think, there's a lot of great places in Canada, but this just takes this up another notch. It raises the bar for all the other venues to step forward and put on this kind of show, and this is a high bar. I don't know how many people are going to meet this one.
No, this was exceptional. I know there was a few glitches from our end in the connection part at the start of the day, but once everything got up and running, and I didn't feel too bad because they did have the connection problems right there at the end with the fencers and the touching, but other than that, it all worked out and it all played itself in the end. I really want to touch base right now real quick about the volunteers, and you can mention about the volunteers because without them you couldn't put this on.
I mean, all we see is 2 fencers standing up competing for gold. Behind that are probably 30, 40 dedicated volunteers. They've been going at this for 8 months. I know the committee was meeting 4 times a week. Several committees meeting twice a week. I mean, that's tremendous amount of effort, and it's like anything. Vancouver, the 2010 Olympics, showed what it took with volunteer spirit. You guys here again showed what kind of spirit that was. It's fantastic, unbelievable.
As long as we can keep it going. So, how's your daughter doing? I have to ask you that because otherwise she'll get mad at me.
My daughter, she's doing all right. She was the first Canadian to win a World Cup in Russia about a month and a half ago. That was phenomenal. They followed that up. Her and one of our other fencers from Canada, Eleanor Harvey, one of her teammates, went 1-2. Eleanor beat her. She wasn't very happy about that, but they won 1-2. That's the first time we've had 2 medals at the World Cup. So my daughter's doing very well, but it's just a stop on the road. We're looking for more from the World Championships, building towards the 2016 Rio Olympics.
And when do you yourself fly back home to Alberta?
I don't get back till Thursday. I'm here for one more day to meet with the organizing committee and the BC Fencing Association to do some liaison between the Canadian Fencing Federation and that. And then we're rebuilding the entire structure of the Canadian Fencing Federation in our long-term athlete development. And I do that in Ottawa Tuesday, Wednesday. So I leave here to Ottawa. Then I'm back home from Ottawa on Thursday or Friday maybe.
A lot of air miles.
It's getting to be, but it's worth it. It's all for the athletes. It's all for our kids.
No kidding. There's nothing better than going home and getting in your own bed.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah.
I really appreciate you doing this, and you've been a huge fresh breath of air for the fencing, not only in BC and Alberta, but the rest of the world and Canada. This takes it to a whole new level.
Well, I really appreciate those comments. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. I want to thank you guys for coming out. I was getting so many good comments. People are texting me during the day saying, "Hey, smile, you're on camera." And so around the world, even our international observer was getting texted from her friends around the world. For this, and it's because of you guys. You're bringing this to the media. That's rare, or to the masses. It's rare for us to have this kind of live feed. Fantastic. Thank you guys.
I really appreciate your kind words, and we look forward to a long-term relationship with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. I appreciate it, and have a safe week and a good trip home.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. Where's Monica? Monica, come on in. Watch the cables and cords and all that stuff. I don't want you to fall down and hurt yourself. You've been a real sweetheart. Helped me out all day coming out and doing this. You've just been great here. No, Monica, it's been a good day for us out here. We've had a lot of fun coming out and doing this, and you and working with Magdi and our coach for the team. I would be remiss if I did not say him. How do you elevate this? I mean, where do you put this in perspective to local fencing?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, the caliber of fencing here today was amazing. So I think what it does is motivates local fencers. They, see what to strive for, what the highest level is. And I mean, right here in Vancouver, the community could come here and see this over the past 2 days, and I think it really just inspires them.
And this can change it. And are you looking at taking away anything that you learned from this to another level as well? As far as what you're involved with now?
Yeah, well, I mean, to see it again, I mean, I'm fairly close to fencing and have been for a while, but no, I mean, it just, reinforces the fact in my brain that I love this sport. I want to see it continue to develop in Canada and in BC. So, yeah, I'm really happy.
You have to be. You have to be very happy because this just, as we mentioned before, took it to a new level. What greater place for us to host it other than our own backyard in Richmond?
Mm-hmm. No, and the oval's gorgeous. So
have you got any travels coming up with your program?
Well, the junior Canadian team is off to World Championships shortly, so athletes start heading over there April 3rd, and hopefully I'll be over there managing and helping them perform the best they can.
Well, I know you got lots of tweets all day long. People were sending you tweets. Where was the farthest one you got?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. Well, I definitely got some from across the country. And some people.
You got one from a team in Italy as well.
Yeah, Italy, from Turin. Yeah, some tweets from there, so that was good.
At least they're watching, at least they're listening, and they tuned in. So I really appreciate everything you do, and don't go away because I want to get you on our locker room show on Delta TV in the next little while too. We've talked about that in the last couple of times. You've actually stood me up, so I'm looking to get you in. I'm not going to let you back out of the next one.
All right, okay. Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Monica. I really appreciate it. Well, it's been a great time covering this at the Richmond Oval right now. But it's been a great time covering this at the Richmond Oval, and it's just been a lot of fun. This is world-class fencing, as everyone has mentioned throughout the course of the day. It's been exceptional. We've seen fencers here that have competed in Olympic events. They're looking at going to the next one. And where else could you go other than Richmond, BC, to watch such a huge, magnificent event like this? If you want, you can follow me on Twitter at SportsWave. That's my handle. And you can visit my website, which you've been obviously following all day long, sportswave.ca. A lot of good information, a lot of good access to promote amateur sports, not only in British Columbia, but around the world. If you got something you want promoted, send me an email and I'll get it promoted and get it up on the website as quick as I can. On behalf of Monica Peterson, we've had Magdi Condit, Brad Goldie, John French, Igor, and Victor Rentsvich. I really appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this for the entire duration of the day. Till next time from the Richmond Oval. Hope you've enjoyed this 2013 Vancouver Grand Prix, and it's been a great. Oh, we got one more. We're going to bring the champion in first before I sign off because he's going to come over. And I know he was busy behind the scenes, so I'll sign off after I finish talking to him. I thought he was busy. That's what they all told me. Come on over. Turn it off. You've been receiving texts all day long, I can tell. So, first off, congratulations on the championship.
Thank you.
It was nice. How did it play on the nerves with all the technical issues out there?
No, I was in. I was concentrated. I was thinking the win, but it was not good. I think that this problem with the wire